Once again, on September 11th, residents gathered at Cushing Memorial Park to remember the tragic events of 14 years ago. Police and fire guards helped honor those that were lost, 17 lives with ties to Framingham. This annual day of community healing and remembrance includes a reading of the names on the memorial, prayers, and a time of reflection for those now gone, but never forgotten.
We gather here today as a community to recall the deplorable events of September 11th, 2001, and to commemorate the memory of all those who lost their lives so tragically. Those events were so horrific that none of us will ever forget where we were or what we were doing on that fateful morning. On this 14th anniversary, we think back to that day and remember the unselfish heroism displayed by the public safety personnel as they rushed to all the incident scenes with the sole intent of saving as many lives as possible, disregarding their own safety. We also remember the countless strangers aiding other strangers in becoming instant heroes. Nearly 3,000 innocent people were killed that day, including 343 New York City firefighters and 23 New York City police officers.
As the days shifted to weeks and months, that there was also this clarity of purpose that we began to feel as a community, as neighbors, as families, as a nation, and even around the world as people came together to reflect on what monstrosity could cause this to happen. So as we hear these names and as we reflect on the loss of all those lives, I like to dwell on those moments of clarity where we knew what it meant to be families and neighbors and community and a nation and even a globe. But I hope we hold that clarity of purpose in mind as we think about the 17 people we remember here today.
Dedicated to the memory of the Framingham victims of September 11th, 2001, and the thousands of victims and heroes of that day, you will always be remembered.
While our pain was and is significant, while the shock of such horrific violence stings even to this day, any religious fundamentalism that says my way is the only right way and my way must be imposed upon all people everywhere is an act of evil. It threatens to drag us all back to the Dark Ages.
It is fitting and appropriate that we, as individuals and as a community, gather here each year to recall the memory of those lives lost on 9/11 and recommit ourselves to continue this annual memorial ceremony each and every year.